Welcome to News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Annie Wilson, and here is the news for May 21st, 2024. DreamWorks Land at Universal Studios Florida is now in technical rehearsals. We had the opportunity to visit during the team member, friends, and family preview over the weekend and experience all the land has to offer. The new land features Shrek, Trolls, and Kung Fu Panda experiences. As soon as you enter the land, you'll find the new Shrek Swamp Meet with Shrek, Donkey, and Fiona. This part of the land also has a play area called Shrek Swamp for Little Ogres. Here, you'll find farting slides, a splash pad, and Pinocchio's Fact Shack. When you press the button, Pinocchio will tell you a fact. Of course, it's not true, which is obvious by his growing nose. Shrek Swamp Snacks offers themed snacks, such as the Shreksel with cheese and Far Far waffle sandwiches. The stand also offers 2 freestyle machines. King Harold's Swamp Symphony is an interactive experience where guests can hop on lily pads on the ground to make the frogs sing. If you get creative, you can make some interesting melodies. Or hop on 3 pads to hear something that sounds like Bud, Wise, The mouths of the frogs move as they make different sounds. Mama Luna's Feline Fiesta is an interactive experience where guests can turn cranks and push buttons to cause the objects on the screens to react. Trolls Troller Coaster is the only actual ride in the land and is a retheme of Woody Woodpecker's Nut House Coaster. This family-friendly coaster takes guests on a Caterpillar Catterbus ride to escape spiders. Poppy's Playground is a small Trolls-themed play area located near the entrance to the DreamWorks Imagination Celebration show. For snacks, there's a giant yellow boombox stand that sells ice cream. There are 2 flavors of soft serve available, Brozone Berry, which is Huckleberry, and Poppylicious Pink, which is Pink Lemonade. At the very back of DreamWorks Land, guests can find Poe's Kung Fu Training Camp. There's a few areas to splash around in back here, as well as dry play areas with spinning noodle bowls. In the very back of Panda Village, you'll find Poe Live, which is an interactive experience that uses screens to bring Poe to life to teach guests some Kung Fu moves. The DreamWorks Imagination Celebration takes place in the theater that housed the DreamWorks destination before the Kids Zone closure. Prior to that, this was A Day in the Park with Barney. This show combines singing, dancing, characters, and even puppets. DreamWorks Imagination Celebration is a must-see if visiting DreamWorks Land. DreamWorks Land offers 2 different snack stands, with one of them serving up Shrek-inspired food. Swamp Snacks is located near the entrance of DreamWorks Land, and we stopped by to try the entire menu. First, we tried the Shreksel with cheese for $12.29. Unfortunately, this was a big disappointment. The cheese was awful. It's really hard to describe just how bad the cheese was. It just had this funky little taste to it. The pretzel, even without the cheese, wasn't much better. It was really dry and pretty much had no flavor. So pass on the Shreksel. The Far Far waffles are $11.49 each and come in either ham and cheese flavor or pepperoni. The ham and cheese has a nice cheesy flavor to the waffle, but it was just too dry. The pepperoni waffle didn't have enough flavor. There's a marinara dip to it, but it still can't save it. We'll be keeping far, far away from these waffles. The Swamp Dog was a hit, though. The hot dog is wrapped in a pretzel bread and oozing with green cheese. This greasy, cheesy dog was the perfect snack for a day in the swamp. For sweets, there's a mud puddle pudding for $5.99. This dessert is layers of chocolate pudding and cake with cookie crumbs on top. There's gummy worms on top and a shovel for a spoon. It's very themed. The best part of swamp snacks are the 2 popsicles. There's a sour apple frozen ogre and a chocolate chonky donkey for $6.99 each. Shrek isn't too sour and tastes like a green apple high chew candy. Donkey tastes like a fudge pop. If you want something cool and sweet during your DreamWorks Land visit, check out Trolls Treats. The snack stand resembles a giant yellow boombox. The 2 soft serve ice cream flavors are Brozone Berry and Poppylicious Pink. Poppylicious Pink is a pink lemonade flavor and Brozone Berry is Huckleberry. Each cone is $7.49 and comes with a cute poppy or branch wrapper. The Poppylicious Pink was the sweeter of the 2. It's also covered in glitter and candy sprinkles. Brozone Berry was the favorite of the 2. It's creamy and not too sweet with leaf candy sprinkles. This took us right back to the 90s eating our favorite ice cream. Skip the Poppylicious Pink and go for the Brozone Berry. I'm gonna rant for a little bit. There's lots of DreamWorks Land coverage on our site and here on the channel. I did an honest review, but if you missed that, I'm going to give you a little bit more here. I think that the DreamWorks Land is pretty much a huge downgrade from Kid Zone. Woody Woodpecker's Kid Zone was so themed, so detailed, and DreamWorks Land is just not it. You can tell that they started to run out of money about halfway through. The Shrek area in the front, incredibly themed. The whole Shrek's area is beautiful. The snack stand, perfectly themed snacks. They've got an animatronic in the play area. The play area, though, is slightly lacking. It's kind of like almost like a McDonald's-like playland area. It's just some basic, simple slides. They do make some farting noises, so that's kind of cool. But overall, just looking at what Fievel's was with so many different details, how beautifully themed it was. If you look at the Shrek Swamp for Little Ogres, it's very basic. There's not even much decoration going on. And if you look at something like Fievel's, there was, skeletons, and there was just, candy wrappers and cups, and there was, a water slide. It was just a huge play area. So, looking at the two differences, this is just a downgrade. As you get farther back, once you hit the Trolls area, another thing where I remember Barney's backyard, the play area that was indoors, and it was beautiful. And so when I saw Poppy's Playground was going to be part of DreamWorks Land, I thought they were going to reuse Barney's backyard. And when I see it's just basically like a little tree with some troll pods hanging from it. It's so small. I don't even know how you can really call that much of a play area. It's so tiny. I understand it's for smaller kids. It doesn't need to be so many climbing things, but it's just bland. It's just bland compared to what was there before. And then you look across, and now we're at Troller Coaster, where we've got, this cutout arch. I mean, it's all these are cutouts. The sign above the thing, it's just all cutouts. What happened? Where are the characters? Where are these actual physical prop pieces, and not this, oh, we're running out of money, just print them. That's the vibe I got. And then you get farther, and you see they got no money left when they got to Poe. I mean, this Curious George area was phenomenal. So it's not that I'm looking at it as play areas aren't for me, because if you looked at Curious George, the book's telling the story. There was a small little play area over to the right as you entered, and there were buttons where you could hear the different circus animal sounds. There was the second level, the lower level. There were so many different things to dump water. And then you get in the ball factory, and there was just so much going on. It was so much more lively. And now it's like just a shed. I mean, it's just like a shed. It's like a garage. It's like someone's garage, and they've, instead of, any decorations in there, they've got like 2 banners and some cutout trees and a screen. And so you look at this like cutouts, you couldn't even get a fake tree to sit next to there. It just looks so cheap. And I'm looking at it from someone that goes to theme parks, and I know that theme parks can produce incredible things. And I don't know if it's just because it's for such young kids that they don't put a lot into it, that they just kind of shorten the budget there because it's for children. But it's a downgrade, in my opinion, compared to Woody Woodpecker's Kid Zone. But I'm going to say I'm very glad that they kept it a kid-themed area. The park does not have enough for small kids. So this is fantastic. It's a great addition. I know some people are saying I'm contradicting myself by saying it's a great addition. It's great to have more things for small children and families. That's great. I'm glad they didn't just put a coaster or some thrill ride there. I'm happy about that. But when you look at it compared to what was there, it is a downgrade. Kids will love it, though. That's what I will say. I was there, and during the DreamWorks Imagination Celebration show, I watched it twice, and the second time I was watching more the audience, and just everyone was so fixated. The kids were they loved it. I could tell they loved it. And someone even said that guy, the singer in the show, he should have a kids show like Blue's Clues or something. Like, he just seems to just have that presence. So, I know that the kids are going to like it. Even Poe, the screen glitched and there were some issues, but the kids were just laughing, having a great time. You could tell the kids love it. They're so happy. So I guess the audience that it is designed for is happy. I, on the other hand, look at it as being a downgrade from what was there. It does make me concerned about what we'll see at Frisco. Does make me concerned about the future, but let's move forward. And don't come at me in the comments until you see it for yourself, because I have a feeling a lot of you will agree with me. Moving on. Well, we're finally starting to get some Halloween Horror Nights announcements. 3 original house announcements have been made for Universal Studios Florida. The Slaughter Sinema 2 house was announced during the Spooky Empire Halloween Horror Nights panel. That was the first official announcement for Halloween Horror Nights 33. The sequel house to Slaughter Sinema will introduce fans to 8 new fake movies. The next announcement is for a house called Goblin's Feast. In this house, you will visit the Goblin Village, where a lavish feast is being prepared for goblins, orcs, hobgoblins, and witches. And you're the main course. The third house announcement is for Major Sweets Candy Factory. Major Sweets has become part of Halloween Horror Nights lore, appearing in HHN 31 Scare Zone, Sweet Revenge. This year, the lore will continue with a look inside of his candy factory. And I will tell you that the Sweet Revenge house is the one I am most excited for right now. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest Vacations and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. The best part is their concierge services are 100% free. Head over to beourguestvacations.com/WDWNT and the team will design your next epic vacation, from Universal Parks to Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resorts, Disney Cruise Line, Virgin Voyages, Royal Caribbean, and more. A new Halloween Horror Nights 33 t-shirt featuring more punk-inspired imagery is now available at Universal Studios Florida. We found the new shirt available at the 5 and Dime. The shirt itself is a stone-washed black with a blue skull in the center. The design is very loud with bright neon colors. Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights is written around the design with a spray-painted 24. The Japanese characters on the right side of the graphic read Halloween. If you're unable to make it to the parks, you can also find the shirt online at the Universal Orlando shop. Halloween Horror Nights 33 runs from August 30th through November 3rd, 2024. New signage has been added to the exterior of what will become the summer tribute store at Universal Studios Florida. A total of 4 new signs have been added to the new facade on the Williams of Hollywood side. Just above the entrance to the store is a sign for the Tribute Store Plaza. The other 3 signs added could be the themes for each of the rooms that are present in the store: Mega Video, Mega Castle Arcade, and Tribute Theater. Rumors suggest the Tribute Store could open this Friday, so stay tuned for updates. A new E.T. Adventure sign has been installed at the Universal Studios Florida attraction. With the addition of DreamWorks Land nearby, the entrance to the E.T. Adventure is hidden now, but new signage has been added to help guests find it. It's similar to the previous E.T. attraction marquee, with the same silhouette of Elliot and E.T. flying past the moon, with the forest behind E.T. Adventure. One notable difference is the lettering on the new sign, which is flat, compared to the 3-dimensional effect on the past sign. It's big, but it's flat. Universal Orlando Resort has a new merchandise shopping card offer available. Guests who purchase a $500 merchandise shopping card will receive an interactive wand, a Universal Orlando lanyard, a reusable shopping bag, and 10% savings on purchases made with the card. The offer is valued at $135. Those who purchase a $300 gift card will still receive an interactive wand. This offer has been available for a while and is still being offered. The shopping cards can only be used for merchandise purchases, though. These cannot be used for food, hotels, or other experiences. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. A special shout out to all the WIGS members watching who make this show happen every week. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to universalparksnewstoday.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Universal Parks News Today on YouTube for more great content, click the bell for notifications, and make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of News Today with Universal Parks News Today. For UPNT, this is Annie Wilson saying, the future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.